part of the flow of good energy. So think in your life, where are you called to be more joyful, more prosperous, healthier, happier? This is a call to bring up the energy and the life of this world. So it was Moses' choice whether he was going to answer that call or not. He was aware, he listened, and then he chose to answer the call to unlock his habits that kept him stuck in sameness. How many of you are living an almost life? Well, I'm almost there. I almost have this done. That's one of the worst habits we have. We live an almost life because we have a fear, which we've heard so often, a fear of failure and a fear of success. So when you hold on to almost, you're right in the middle. But it doesn't do life any good to live in the almost place. So after we hear the call and we choose to make the change, we've got to do the work to get it done. Moses was willing to take the locks off his feet, his habits. He was willing to try something new, to break out of the mold. We live in a country that has that energy of the American dream, but somewhere along the line we got lost. It wasn't about living in our greatest good. It was about greed and consumerism and what more can we have? No wonder we're locked up, because remember, what we can't give away, let go of, possesses us. The things in this world that really matter, the stuff of life, the God-given stuff of life, is love. Robert Browning said, "Take love away, and this earth would be just a tomb." Because ultimately, what you and I want, ultimately, what we're here to do, to be, to have, to know, to give, to share, is the energy of love and creative expression. It's our job right now to know how to do it. So what I told you is, it's not right now our job to look back on our life and say, oh, I have that I'm not worthy enough habit. I'm that seeing the glass half full habit. I'm avoiding accountability habit. I've got those. Oh, I'm such a bad person. No, bless those habits, just like we bless the fire authority. We bless the things in our life that have been difficult because they're there for a reason. Those habits have kept us comfortable. They've let us avoid doing the things we want to do. They've let us make excuses why we're not as good as we know we can be. So they've served their purpose, but they no longer fit anymore. Now, I don't know about you, but how many of you have been to a ton of classes, read a ton of books, gone to some really expensive workshops, and you're still the same? All right. Well, let me give you a little example. One of my favorite books is Don Miguel Ruiz's The Four Agreements. Aren't they easy? Oh, don't you love The Four Agreements? Okay, well, let me just see if I have these down here because I want to get them. You know, they're so easy, but I forget them. So here's the first one. Be impeccable with your words. So you make the, I'm going to set the intention to be impeccable with my word. Yet, if one of your master habits is avoiding responsibility, you know what I mean if that's one of yours. If one of your habits is avoiding responsibility, you can be impeccable with your word, all the lip service you want, and it ain't going to happen because you've got this core habit that you avoid responsibility until you bring that habit to the forefront and say, you know what, I'm willing to change this habit. What's the belief underneath this? Because our beliefs create our thoughts, which create our actions, and our actions create our habits. But we can break the link. The belief and the action are not connected. We can break the chain. So if you say the second agreement, which is, this would be the one I forget. Don't take things personally. If you have the habit of thinking life is all about me, you're not going to be able to, you can again talk that all you want, but you're not going to be able to live it because there's part of you, It's all about me. They're talking about me. And you're not going to be able to really live that. Don't take it personally. But freedom comes when we can realize it's not all about me. We're in this together. Life is about oneness. And the third agreement that Don Miguel Ruiz talks about is, isn't it funny? How many of you remember all the agreements easily? Because I forget them. Don't make assumptions. But if you have one of those habits of always wanting to be right, ooh, that hit a chord, I can tell. Then you're not going to be able to not make assumptions because you want to know the answer. So you're not going to be able to do it until you bring that habit to the forefront. Say, this doesn't serve me anymore. Thank you for your presence in my life, and I'm ready to unlock you and move on. And the fourth one is always do your best. The fourth agreement. But my friends, if we've chosen to live an almost life, it makes me sad because we're filled with such unbelievable potential. I'm going to ask us to be aware of those old habits and to step into new ones. I'm worthy. I'm successful. I speak my truth. Give me another one.
I'm powerful.
I'm powerful. I'm present. I'm lovable. I'm impeccable. Boy, do I feel good. I've just owned everybody else's because they're all for all of us. So I'm going to ask you, Jim, unlock those habits. Take off those shoes. Alba, same to you. Take off the shoes. Unlock the habits. I'm going to ask you, Catherine, please take off the habit to unlock the shoes. No, you don't unlock the shoes. You unlock the habits. You take off the shoes. I want you to do that. Unlock whatever you need. Boy, that'd be uncomfortable where shoes locked up. But anyway, it's now time for all of us to unlock those old habits, to step into a greater version of ourselves. My topic, which I didn't even tell you, was let freedom ring. And that's what it's all about today. We're going to let it ring in our life because we're choosing right now to be greater than we were when we walked in the door here. So I'm going to ask, with the help a little music underneath and a little sound here, we're going to just enter into a prayerful state because we know without question that prayer changes things. We step out of the vibration of our humanness into the place of spiritual awareness that right now I am free. Right now I have everything I need in this moment to live my best life. Right now I have the power to consciously choose something better, greater, something more successful, more abundant, something happier, more joyful than I did the moment before. Right now I have the tools to open up and see any beliefs about life, about God, about myself that no longer worked. Right now, in this moment, right where I stand, I choose to trust in God. I choose to have the audacity to be something greater than I've ever been, to let go of the things that limit me. This moment, I choose to release and let go. And Gretchen, it's up to you. And just standing in the knowing that right now we leave here greater than we've ever been. We let go of anything that doesn't serve us, and we know together that with God, with us, with the knowing, all things are possible right here and right now. And we simply say together, and so it is, amen and amen. God bless you all.